Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm bringing you the third episode of my career mode with Chelsea on FIFA 17. Now, I've read the feedback that I've got from the first episode. At this present moment in time, I've yet to upload the second episode, but I've read the feedback from the first episode, and at least 4 players here were the players that were suggested. Ruben Neves from Porto and Moses Simon from Ghent are being scouted right now. I've inquired for the prices of all 4 players. Verratti, good player, don't get me wrong. Where can we put him in the team though? That's the question. We're going to have to drop Kante, Fabregas or Matic, and which one? I could go from in January if need be. Lallana, good cam option, very good cam option, very good stats, especially in the physical area. But I'm going to... So Ruben Neves and Moses Simon we've inquired about, but the first game of the season is against West Ham. We'll hopefully get some feedback after the match, so let's just jump straight into it. Right then guys, for the first match of the episode against West Ham, we have Courtois in goal, Aurier, Terry, Kane and Azpilicueta at the back, Kante, Fabregas, Willian, Oscar and Hazard in midfield, and then Diego Costa up front on his own in the 4-2-3-1 formation that you'd expect to see Chelsea playing. As for West Ham, you'd think they've got Adrian in goal, but there's Slaven Bilic looking very much like him indeed from the Frostbite engine, and there's our maid manager with his coat because it's raining like hell. But Adrian, you'd expect to have West Ham in goal, which they do. Arbeloa, Cresswell, Reed and Ogbonna at the back, Nordveit, Lanzini, Ayew, Kuarte and Payet at the back in the midfield, with Zaza up front. West Ham come on the first attack of the episode of the match here, and unfortunately fire their shot wide. And we get the first corner whipped in, and a catalyst of shots, but unfortunately the keeper keeps hold of it very easily. Still 0-0 in the opening exchanges. We come on the attack once again with Willian here, gets the ball played over to Diego Costa on the edge of the box, headed wide. We come on the attack once again, really good chance, another good save from the keeper. The keepers must be the men in form, keeping the scorelines at 0-0, doing so well indeed. We come on the attack in the second half here, get the ball played over to... I wanted it to go to William, but it goes into Oscar, good save from the keeper once again. And we come on the attack once again, William this time, gets the ball played into Kante, I believe. Oscar gets the shot away, another save from the Adrian in between the West Ham sticks. West Ham come on the attack here. Really not good enough defending, but we do get it out eventually, and out well this time around, after a bit of dodgy defending in our own box. We come on the attack with Hazard here, I believe it is. Walking past the defence, get the ball whipped into the box. Really good chance to go 1-0 up. That was the best chance we've had all game, but unfortunately it stays 0-0. And unfortunately, that is how the game actually ended. After a number of chances, it just wouldn't go for us. And the final whistle went, and the full-time score was West Ham United 0, Chelsea 0 at Stamford Bridge 0-0. The final score. Well, guys, that 0-0 draw, despite the high number of shots, was unbelievable to the fact that I can't believe that we didn't win it. But straight after the game, back in the menus now, back in the emails, and Liverpool comes straight back to us and said that Adam Lallana, we will not be allowing him to join your team, so he's basically out of the question. But then again, I wasn't exactly intrigued, but we're going to advance on to the next game against Watford and see what happens. We've got 4 more emails now. Player sold, Van Ginkel has gone to Lille for 8.5 million. The board have allocated 7 million to our budget. Ghent have come back for Owen Moses Simon. He is the most likely player to join, I think. 8 million. Ruben Neves, 7 million. Verratti, 72. Absolutely no way unless we get him in January. So let's see if... Let's go to our shortlist and see if both of those youngsters have been fully scouted. We want to go to shortlist. They've not been fully scouted as yet. So we're going to give it a bit more time. If I'm going to sign somebody, it would most likely be Moses Simon. I looked at his stats from FIFA 16, and they look very, very good indeed. So hopefully we can make him a part of this Chelsea squad. Monthly scouting update now from the youth scouts. Transfer offer from Mason Mount. We're low on, I know I said I wanted him to go out on loan, but we're low on players anyway. Yeah, I'll do it. I think we're not going to use many. We'll use some of the youth players, definitely, but I think he is a bit too young and a little bit too not good enough as yet. Player loaned. Right. Monthly scouting report, our first scouting report. Albert Mayer. Ideally, he's alright. I'll keep hold of him, I think. Let him be scouted for another month. He's not really good enough, so let's reject him. Hansen, keep hold of him. Keep hold of Mayer. Hayes, keep hold of him. So they're going to be scouted for a further month. So that's that done. And we are now already at the next match against Watford. So let's just has he been fully scouted yet? It's been a few more days. No, not yet. See, I mean, look at the stats from Moses Simon. They are just insane stats. But we're waiting for his overall, really. He was 71 overall on FIFA 16. So I'm going to wait a few more days for after this Watford game, and we shall see if we can get him into the squad. And let's just jump straight into it. Right, guys, for the second match of the episode against Watford away, they have Gomez in goal. Yeah, Matt Prudel, Kabul, and Horbas at the back. Coupe in midfield. Igalo up front. I didn't know who else it was, but we've obviously got Willian, Kante, Fabregas, Matic. There's well, you'd like to know that's our manager, isn't it? I don't know. I'd like to say it's Walter Mazzari, but it's not. But Chelsea have Courtois in goal, Aurier, Terry, Cahill, Aspilicueta at the back, with Kante and Matic in CDM, Fabregas, Hazard, and William in the attacking options, and then Michy Batshuayi up front. We get the first attack with a corner here. Gets whipped in, really good chance to score, headed over, going out for a second corner in a row in Chelsea's favour, and gets whipped in, and unfortunately Aurier is there once again, but this time he heads it over this time, and Watford get a goal kick. We come on the attack in the second half here. Cuts inside from Willian. Really good chance here. Diego Costa turns the defender nicely. How on earth has he not scored? How on earth has Diego Costa not scored there? I was putting in that pass was put on a plate for him to bury into the back of the net, and he can't even put it into the back of the net. Absolutely woeful. But we get on the attack here. Fabregas gets played in the same position. Really good chance, fires wide. We should be 2-0 up against Watford at this point, and we're not. It's a shame. But can't believe it. Watford get a free kick. Get it real deep into the box. Really good chance, but unfortunately it gets headed over. They get the corner as a result, and they whip it in. And do they get anything made of it? They do, but it gets headed over and out for a goal kick. We get a free kick here. William plays it over to Diego Costa, chests it down. Good shot into Aspilicueta. A bit more power behind that, and it would have been a goal, and we would have been 1-0 up. But William with another free kick here. It's played into the box. Really good chance to score. Another good save from the keeper in between the sticks. And that is how the game ended. Watford 0, Chelsea 0. Another 0-0 draw, but we are still unbeaten nonetheless. Well, guys, yet another 0-0 draw after being so dominant. But we start this section of the video with a transfer offer from Arsenal for Thibaut Courtois, level for £63.5 million. Sorry, Arsenal. Goodbye. You're not taking Courtois. You got Petr Cech. Does that look good enough for you? Okay, so after being so dominant, we've got Stevenage in the cup in the next episode. But I'm going to simulate to you that game quickly. It's only a couple of days, but we might get some decisions regarding Moses Simon. Now, I want to have a go at signing him up. So that is exactly what I'm going to attempt to do. Now, we are yet to still get his full overall, and that obviously we're getting closer now to deadline day. And his stats there say he's a very good player. So I'm going to approach Kent to buy him for well, his value's 8 million, and he's an important first team player again. So I'm going to offer 5, no, not 19, 5 million for him. Actually, no, let's go a bit higher. Let's go 7 million for him and see what they come back with. I don't want them to give the extra 1,000. Let's offer them 7 million and see what they say. You'll hopefully see the response in the next episode. Ruben Neves, do I put a bid in for him? He's a good he appears to be a decent young player. I am tempted to bring him in as a backup, as a youngster really. Or do I? Let's approach Porto to buy him as well, just in case. You know, young players are always good to have. So I'm going to put a bid in for him for 6 million. See what they say to that. 2 decent young players, not too bothered about Verratti or Alana. Basically, both of those were rejected. But in the next episode, we will definitely have the next game against Stevenage, probably the game against Burnley as well, probably even the transfer deadline day as well. So hopefully you can join me then for that one, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode very soon indeed. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed, share it around, and I'll see you in the next one soon. See you later.